What's up, everybody? Welcome back to R&B Reviews. I'm Brinder. This is Ridwaan, and this is our last episode for Falcon the Winter Soldier, review episode 6.
All right, and we'll just start off with the first question. So you have the opening, you have the GRC battle, and Sam pulls up, and you see him finally in his new outfit, Captain America outfit. Did you think it was gonna be a Captain America outfit, or did you think?
I knew it was gonna be a Captain America outfit, but just because he was challenged by Isaiah Bradley in the previous episode, or was it the previous one prior to that? Whatever, he was challenged. He was like, okay, no self-respecting black man would wear that shield.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it regardless. Like, I can't just sit back and let things happen.
Nothing.
I wasn't expecting the wings. That's something Ridwaan was expecting. I did not expect it because I'm expecting Torres to take over the Falcon mantle.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know,
Do something else with the wings,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. So I'm not. I don't know how I feel about it still, but it was a good look. I was happy that he was Captain America and he was letting people know I am Captain America.
Were the wings like? Do you think the wings were also in the case?
I think so. Yeah.
It was like the wings and the suit.
I had to double check. Like, I was watching the fight scenes.
Yeah.
I had to double check when it was when he was getting attacked. I think the wings are vibranium, just because he was able to, like, when the chopper fell on him,
Yeah.
he ended up like bouncing it off his wings. So they are strong and resilient for sure.
Oh, I didn't even think about. To be honest, when he wore, like, I didn't expect the suit to look like that. Like, I expected the suit to be like a plain, like, just a plain, like, super comic, like, super nice suit, like, oh, like, this is impenetrable. But I didn't think it would, like, don like the Captain American look.
Exactly.
So I was shocked to kind of like see him like come in as like Captain America, but I wasn't like too surprised. Like, when I seen him, I was like, oh, okay, like,
it was out
he's
there. Like,
Captain
that
yeah.
outfit was out there. I knew he was gonna have the Captain America look because they are making him the new Captain America.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it to be out there. Like, it was like very white, red, white, and blue. Like, it was very out there. Like,
yeah. Like,
it was
super
cool.
American. It looked more American than the original Captain America's outfit.
Yeah, and then so that battle takes place. It didn't seem the coolest battle to me. Like, little things were just happening weird. Like, I guess the Flag Smashers' plans were to take some of them with the chopper, take some of the GRC hostages, do the convoys, whatever.
Yeah, so it seems so like misplaced, like
random,
badly
like,
planned. Yeah,
super badly planned. But yeah, to be honest, this is what I've been saying about the Flag Smashers from the beginning.
They're just a terrible. You have Bucky on the phone. Like, her plan was to call Bucky to like delay him from getting somewhere or something like that, and then Bucky just answers the phone call and just chills in the hallway. Like, I felt like that was random. Like he's just like, he could have been going to his destination while he was on that phone call, and that short phone call, I guess, was enough time for Bucky to like be stalled for them to get away.
Yeah. What about the convoys? So like they pull up and Carly takes some hostages and they're trying to like drive them out or kill them if they could. You already see prior to that the Flag Smashers are questioning Carly in a way, because she's just very adamant on, we killed them, we die for our cause.
I feel like they're just like, yo, like,
what's this guy
I
talking
didn't really
about?
sign up to die. Like,
what is he going on about? But yeah, so they have that little battle. Bucky, he pulls up, and then John Walker, he comes through. So he comes through wearing his actual outfit, but the shield. It looked bigger than it did in the end credits scene of the prior episode.
Yeah.
But how'd you feel about him and the choices he made?
The first thing I thought when I seen that, I was like, yo, the shield looks nicer than I originally thought it was gonna look.
That's
like, I seen the shield and I was like, oh, that shield's not bad. Like, he did a really good job. Like, it almost looked like the original shield. So but like, I felt like that scene, like him coming through, you kind of understood like why he was coming, and then Carly kind of dissed him. Like, he's just like, oh, like, I only wanted to kill people that mattered.
Yeah, so he's like, Martin doesn't matter.
Martin doesn't matter.
When she said it, you knew what his reply was or what he was thinking right away.
Yeah,
and
he didn't even have to say anything. You already knew, like, he was gonna be like, oh, like, he doesn't matter. But did you feel like that was kind of diss, or when you first seen that, did you laugh a little bit or nah?
I was kind of like chuckling because I knew how he was gonna take it, but I didn't see it as a diss. It was like a throwaway line that was just like a chuckle for me.
Yeah.
I did know he was gonna show up there, and he ended up fighting and then getting like beat up. Like, he was getting jumped by those guys.
all those guys.
Which doesn't make sense. Is like, I'm still questioning, how do the Flag Smashers? I get they have the serum, but why can they like fight? Say if me and you have the equal strength.
Yeah.
But I'm trained. How even
How are they beating like that
how
one
are they even
person? That's
staying?
what I was thinking too.
I know the serum gives you super strength, but does that mean you can withstand blows? Like you can, if like for example, if I get stronger, like I'm at the peak physical condition,
Yeah.
if you punch me, does that punch not affect my body as much? Like I don't understand that
I don't
concept.
know, and they don't explain it because that's a good point. I
They
I
don't
I
explain it.
actually don't
Yeah.
know. Like I actually have no idea. I expected John Walker. I thought John Walker was gonna win that fight, and he like clearly, obviously, like didn't win. He didn't do as nice as I was expecting him to do. Like I was
No.
expecting him to do numbers.
What about his choice that he made? Like the one where he's like he sees Carly, and then Carly throws the convoy, one of them, the last one, over the little
Thing like
hill.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I think you know what's funny about that. Remember when he was talking to what's his sidekick's name?
Lamar.
Lamar. Lamar is just like in the heat of battle, you always make the right decision.
Consistently make the right
Consistently
decision.
make the right decision. So when he did that, like the first thing that came to my mind, like literally, like I'm not joking, was Lamar saying like in the heat of battle, you consistently make the right decision.
I'm with you. That was exactly what I heard too. I wish they played that in his head a little bit, like
Yeah.
like a small version. I don't know. They would have been nice, but I was expecting him to, because he's already lost it a little bit. He's already
Yeah.
went mental a little bit, to just go after Carly. That's what my expectations were.
Mm-hmm.
But he pulls out the hero card, which makes you like him more.
More, yeah.
You're like, all right, this guy
The
is
most
redeeming
likable
himself.
he's ever been. Like
Ever been, yeah.
like he was completely unlikable in like for 7 episodes, and then he became like super likable.
And Bucky too. Like Bucky saves the first convoy. That's why Carly pushes the second one out.
Yeah.
But he saves the first one. He struggles. He gets the machine out, and then he saves them. And they start thanking him. And this is like the first time he's been thanked.
Yeah, for
And-
something that
and-
he's done.
And he's being like he's treated as a superhero. So that was cool to see. Like I want him to get his flowers.
Do you still think John Walker is like crazy, or do you think he's like normal now? I guess it because there's different parts like of the episode, but like after seeing that and seeing like some of the other stuff, do you think he's crazy or do you think he's normal?
I think he is 50-50. The reason why I can't choose is because the show didn't tell me. The show told me like it was saying he was going crazy. He's going crazy. He went crazy. He reached a boiling point, and then after that, he went back to being normal. So like the show, I feel like that's a fault in the show, in
Yeah.
the episode itself, because it just flipped the script without like detailing why he's fine. You know, I don't know. You thought he was crazy?
I thought he was like when I was seeing that, I was like, nah, like this guy's like he's normal now. Like everything that all that like character build up to his craziness kind of disappeared in that one action of like saving those people, because you see them, you see Bucky and him like I guess it's a little bit like it's closer to that scene, or later on like you see them interact with each other and he seems normal, like he seems the nicest that he's ever been,
Yeah.
like with him and Bucky, and like they're making jokes and stuff like that.
Okay, that's like I was gonna save that for later, but like since you already brought it up, isn't that weird? Like he just got beat, like jumped by them the previous episode.
Yeah.
They broke his arm, they stole his shield, and as a result, not as a result, but he was also kicked off of being Captain America,
Yeah.
stripped of any of his titles, and then he comes back with this new resolve to be the super good guy, which they didn't detail anything about. And then he's just he's fighting with them, and then he sees him have the shield that originally belongs to him, and he keeps saying, "I am Captain America." And then you see them running after Carly on the underground when they escape. He's just running, and then Falcon says they went this way, and he just dips off. It was just a weird concept, and then he's making jokes with them at the end.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it was just I don't know.
There's too much like flakiness in that part.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's flaky. Flaky is the best word to use. Yeah, you're right. 100%.
Was he the U.S. agent in that section, like at the time, or he wasn't the U.S. agent, right?
He wasn't the U.S. agent was at the end.
Okay.
At the end of the episode. So it was all just weird to me.
I think that was weird. Like that transition, it wasn't smooth. Like they should have showed more of his human side before the season finale, so it was more believable. Like you're like, oh, okay, like he's battling between these two sides. Now this side came out. I guess they tried to do that, but it didn't like come out well.
It didn't come out
until
well, yeah.
like the last episode. I think the last episode is what they were trying to show within. Like they're trying to balance like him at the end throughout the episodes before. It just didn't come out that way.
Yeah, it didn't. So when back to the convoy. So Carly loses the first one to Bucky. Bucky saves everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The second convoy, she just tries to drive it off the little bridge there,
Yeah.
where they're still doing construction, and they're about to fall. Well, she did a terrible job, and she's a super soldier, but whatever. We'll ignore the facts. She throws it over, and Bucky's already down there. He just dusted off a flag smasher, and you think this is like my thought was this is Bucky's time to shine.
Yeah,
right?
I thought he was gonna do some like
I thought he was gonna
like
do
grab.
some sick things because he was already getting his love, and then I was so ready for it. I was like, kind of hyped for him because he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And then Falcon comes out of nowhere. Captain America now. He comes out of nowhere. He saves it with his own ways. He's not a super soldier. He has the wings, and then he has a little Iron Man type tech. That was cool, was it not? Like, or did you want Bucky to be the one to save him?
To be honest, you know what's funny? I wanted John Walker to be the one to save them.
You did?
Yeah.
He did try.
He did try. I guess they were able to get his redemption and have like the new Captain America be like the savior at the same time. But yeah. I really wanted it to be John Walker. So like when John Walker was getting beat up, I was hoping, I was like, yo, like let him shake these guys off and then save them. But then
yeah.
I guess it was kind of cool. I thought the fight scenes were better, but with like the new Falcon America. But I don't know. I would say like I really wanted John Walker. Like, were you like, would you, when you seen John Walker like getting like beat up and like dragged, were you like, okay, he's not gonna be able to save them as soon as you seen that? Or
yeah, I thought he was just like I thought they dusted him. I don't care if he saved them or not. Like, it's not big thing to me. Because I already feel like he's already dug his hole in my eyes. Like, as a fan, from everything that they showed me prior, he's already dug his hole. And like, it's cool that you're redeeming yourself in small ways, but that's the time for Bucky. Bucky I would want first, but Captain America, that's fine. Like, I'll have him save it too. That's cool for me.
Did you did you like him after he went to save those people? Were you like, oh, okay, like I like this guy now?
Sorta, yeah. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was dope to see because he finally redeems himself. For like poor choices prior, he made the correct choice this time. It was cool. Then the Flag Smashers realized their plan was trash from the beginning, and then they run away. George comes in, smokes the spot. They run in through. Bucky, Captain America, and Walker chase them. What were your thoughts on all of that? Like, they just run away. They were gone.
It was a scene where like the Flag Smashers split up, and then you had Carly like go one way, and Sharon was Sharon chasing them too in that part, or was
it wasn't shown that she was chasing them, but she ended up being there. So, and that's where it was revealed that like Sharon is the power broker.
How do you feel about the way they revealed it?
The reveal was,
I feel like
so underwhelming. The reveal, beyond underwhelming, it was like, you know how we were making guesses or like speculation on WandaVision?
Yeah.
And even if we were wrong, it was cool.
Yeah.
And if we were right, it was even better, just because it's just so hard to figure out.
Yeah.
This was so easy. Like, honestly, Sharon being the power broker, wow, what a surprise. Shocker.
It felt like, to be honest, I agree with you. Like, it felt like it should have been someone else, because it was too obvious that like it almost seemed too easy for her being the power broker. So I was like, oh, maybe it's like someone else or something like that. Because like they showed her as like a super powerful person, so I'm like, they're showing her as being super powerful, and she's already and we know there's a power broker, like, but it can't be her. Like, she has to be an in between. But I don't know. But like, how'd you like that like interaction like between them?
It was kind of lame. Like, Carly says, "You're the power broker. What do you want?" They have the guns drawn. George pulls up. George says, "You're the power broker."
Wait. Did you think the guns were gonna work on when she pulled the gun on Carly? Were you like, oh, like this gun's gonna work on Carly or not?
Yeah, because I think the first episode, one of the Flag Smashers delays the cops and they try to get away through the plane.
Oh yeah.
And he gets gunned down. So it's like, yeah, guns do work against these guys. But George is like, "You're gonna pay me double," and then
I respect George for saying that.
Yeah. Oh no, he said quadruple. Sharon's like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that." Pops him.
Then they both Carly pops him.
Carly pops
and
her. Sharon pops George.
Oh yeah.
George is dead. He's gone from the Marvel universe pretty much. I don't know. It was like old school Marvel, like not good in my eyes. like Sharon being the power broker, like all this stuff is just not entertaining.
It was like super obvious.
Super obvious, kind of like bland, and then Sharon, like they had that little fight with Sam, and that was funny to me because Sam's running away from her, and he's like, "I'm not gonna fight you," and then she's like,
I
"Fight
felt
back."
that was the dumbest. Like she just shot Sharon. Like,
And yeah, and
according to him, he walked into the room and she shot Sharon. So like now he's like, then he's like, this isn't you or something like that. And
Yeah.
she's been killing people the whole. She
She's
literally
been
was just trying to kill people the whole episode.
No
and now
boost.
she's like, oh, like this still isn't you. Like you still want to be a good guy. I just know it.
Yeah, so he just doesn't. I don't know what he sees in her. I get you're supposed to be the hero, but like she's first of all, you don't have this close connection, and why does she have such a close connection to him? I understand he's like Falcon and Avenger. Now he's the Captain America, so she like really idolizes him. But like it wasn't shown detailed or any manner. That was just my speculation. Yeah. So, but she has this heart for him. She doesn't want to shoot him. She wants to fight him, and she's saying, "Fight back because I don't want to kill you if you don't fight back." Bro, I don't care. Kill each other. Do something.
I don't know. I didn't really get that interaction like
It's
between
weird.
them. I feel like Falcon America wants to be like this good person, like like superhero wise, like we don't kill or whatever like that. So like maybe I can save you. And I remember you saying before, like maybe he's trying to be like Captain America terms of Steve Rogers in terms of like doing that. But I don't know. I actually like I got confused about like that whole situation and why he wants to save her. And then Sharon ends up killing her because she had to like save her identity.
Yeah, like she gets shot and then Sam holds her in his arms, and then in my head I'm like, tell him. Like you have no reason not to tell him that you can say I'm sorry and she's the power broker.
Yeah.
You have no reason not to tell like that. That's just for plot convenience that it wasn't told. But like if you cared about, say I died, but I care about you and the person you trust is a snake, I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Homeboy's a snake over here. Like what? That was just lame. And then thing is, like I can understand Sharon is not supposed to be in the U.S. and she want a low profile.
Yeah.
Carly's dead. Go help Sharon. She just got shot. Just help Sharon. Why are you carrying Carly's body, flying it to the ambulance? She's dead.
What happened? What did he do with Sharon?
That's what I was questioning the whole time. I'm like, where's Sharon? What's going on? I was just sitting there. What the hell?
I'm actually dead.
I honestly, if like Sharon just gets snaked over and over again,
I guess nobody cares about her. You can't even blame her now for wanting to be the power broker.
No boost. And speaking on that, like she hides. She doesn't get like treatment, which is understandable. But like you can get medical treatment without having the media there.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to leave that. But
right after that though is the speech.
Right after that is the speech. So
I thought the speech was really good. Like I was like emotional, like not teary-eyed, but I was like emotional during the speech. I was like this is a good, like the speech was really good. It was really strong.
It was good.
I thought the speech was really good. And then after you seen like everyone's reaction to it, I was like, yo, like I thought it was a strong speech. Like I'm not gonna lie to you.
I wouldn't say it's emotional, but it was heartwarming. If that's like, I don't know if you see that.
Like you felt like, yeah, I
was smiling when I was watching it. I was happy that he was saying it. I was happy that how everybody was taking it.
Yeah.
It was good to see that because like you want him to be Captain America and he's doing that. Like he from the show aspect, nobody else has that type of thought process except for Steve Rogers in the past. So I was happy for him how the media was taking it. Plus, it was being recorded live for everybody else to see. So he was making a strong point, and then they were listening to it. They said, "You don't understand." He's like, "What don't I understand? Like, I'm a black man wearing the stars and stripes. Like
tell me
more. Yeah,
just for putting this thing on." I felt like they did it so accurately. Like it
100%.
felt real. Like I didn't like a lot of the not a lot, but like in the first like 3-4 episodes, it felt like some of the dialogue was forced. But this one didn't feel forced. It felt perfect. Like it felt like, oh, okay, like this was real. Like I was listening to that and I was like, this is what it would actually like be like.
Yeah, for sure. I felt the same way. So I was happy to see that. And then like the world acknowledges him as actually being Captain America. Yeah. The best part of that was, I'd say, is sort of emotional is when Bucky sees him making the speech, because he starts like getting his eyes watery, and to me I was like, he sees Steve
Yeah.
again. He sees a friend. So that was the best part for me. Yeah.
That was it. I can't lie. Like, I like that. I like that transition. Like, it made him being Captain America authentic, and it like kind of destroyed the doubters in terms of like, well, like, because they set it up where it's like, oh well, he's Captain America, but like the U.S. is racist and all this stuff. Like, how can you represent that? So they set it up perfectly to like adjust for that like point of view and being like, oh, he can be Captain America, even though like I felt like they just addressed it, so it was just perfect. I don't know. I guess I can't say it in so many words, but it's just perfect. And I feel like, okay, naturally, like now he's Captain America. Like,
Yeah.
those 6 episodes explain him being Captain America
And it fits.
in like the perfect way.
Okay. I don't know about perfect way, but I understand where you're coming from. Prior to that, Bucky and Bucky and John Walker, they captured the other 3. Besides Carly, they captured the other 3.
Yeah.
Flag smash that got away, and the way they catch them is through the app. So, the app says meet us here.
Yeah.
And then they get caught. Like, it was honestly like a lame thing, but whatever. And then John is there, and John is just like happy. Like, he looks like a sidekick, and he's just new on the job, and he's just happy to help. Like, he's making jokes and shit. Like, fuck, man.
I wonder if it was the pressure of not being Captain America that makes him like a cool guy now.
That's
can
the
say only way you can explain it.
Exactly. Like, that is fine. That's a great explanation, but it's not shown. Like, nothing is shown where it's like he just goes from point A to point B. There's no of the journey.
He was angry in the beginning of the episode because he wanted to kill Carly. Then he saves the people. Then he doesn't save the people. He almost saves the people. And then I guess he's happy. Like, I actually don't know. Like, they don't explain it well, and their interactions are cool.
Yeah. So we'll save all this for the end when we rate everything. But you can see where I'm going with this.
Zemo ends up setting it up so the Flag Smashers die. When you seen that, did you first think like, oh, like the Flag Smashers faked their death, or did you know right away?
No.
Because the guy says one world, one people, or something like that.
I don't know what that guy was saying, because these guys died right after. Imagine he walked away and then he didn't know what was gonna happen. They died.
And then you just see them blow up.
Yeah, that would be just funny to see.
That's why I thought they faked it, because he said that.
That guy reminds me of JB Smoove. Whoever said one world, one people. JB Smoove from
YouTube.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. He was on like Real Husbands of Atlanta or whatever.
I actually didn't see that.
They're just funny as hell, but that's what it reminded me of. I thought it was the same thing. I thought they faked their deaths to escape, but if that would have been fine. It's just I don't get how these refugees are just so elite. They're just elite in every facet, but whatever. Did you know when they blow up? Did you know that the Zemo was behind it, or did you?
When I seen his butler, I was like that's what I knew. I was like, oh, okay, like it's Zemo.
Yeah.
And then like actually, to be honest, I was a little bit confused. I didn't know it was. I was a little bit confused. I'm not gonna lie. Then I seen Zemo. Then I was just like, alright, it's Zemo.
I was confused for a few seconds. I'm like, did the butler just do it on his own whim and just to impress Zemo? And then I'm like, no, it has to be Zemo. And then it ended up being someone, which was cool. Good. Zemo just sitting there smiling in the cell. He actually said he's hilarious. I like that guy. Val, she makes John Walker the U.S. agent. How do you feel about that?
I feel like now I looked at John Walker as a good guy now. Like, he looked happy. He looks like one of those people that like needs to be in service. Like, he's not gonna be happy unless he's working for like the military, stuff like that. Cause like he's just so excited to be like working for the military, as opposed to like Sharon Carter is just like she understands like these people snake me. Whereas like
they don't really care.
John Walker's just like, oh my god, like I'm a U.S. agent again. Like, look at me. Like, him and his wife are like rejoicing.
They're just happy dancing and stuff.
I don't know. I found that kind of weird. Like, I'm just like, but I was happy for him. I was happy that he was happy. Yeah, and it was like at that point in time, like they finally were able to make you like him and care about him. So like I seen him happy and I was like, yo, if he's happy, I'm happy.
I agree. So we know that Val is not the power broker, doesn't work for the power broker, or that should be the case, but she works for some U.S. government
Agency.
agency that we just don't know about, or it's a part of Sword, or
Oh yeah, I
remnants
believe
of Hydra, or remnants of Shield. I feel like they should just drop the Shield stuff. I mean the Hydra stuff. Like don't bring it back
so.
because we've seen enough. From first Captain America, Civil War, things like that. We're good off of that, right? You guys can build a different storyline.
What if it's like a U.S. agency, but like they have like different methods? I wonder if it's gonna be something like where the government is like they're like, oh, like you can't really trust the government. Like their methods are wrong, and like as opposed to like the regular superhero method. So I wonder if they're gonna like use that angle. I think that's what's the angle is gonna end up being like. Oh
Yeah, you can see that with Val, right?
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that happening. That was a good thing. Just have him be happy. Moving on to Sam though. Sam visits Isaiah Bradley back in why do I keep
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I keep forgetting the name? But they end up visiting him back in Baltimore, which I was happy. I love like seeing Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah, yeah, he's
And
lit.
it's like they're just cool, like because they're just real. Like they just seem like that's how black folks are. Especially when they're older. Like they're just like, man, screw you guys, f this stuff. Like they didn't help me. I don't care about them. That's
'Cause you've
that's
been
their
through so
attitude.
much.
Exactly. I love it. I love seeing it. But it's like he goes back there, and Isaiah saw his speech on the TV, and he was moved, and he says, you know what, you were actually special. Like what was that? All the interaction.
I liked it. Like I liked him like the way they talked about it and how he's like, you know what, like you're doing something good, da 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 da, but you're not like these people. I found it kind of funny because I found like it just felt like a natural interaction. Like I thought it was like pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
When they ended up going to the museum, I had questions like, is Isaiah Bradley pardoned? Technically, is he like? I was just confused about like the whole like museum situation, but I was happy that he was able to see like himself there and be happy. But
Yeah.
I wonder if I want to see like what other people have in terms of critiques towards that situation.
Critiques in terms of seeing Isaiah like in the MCU.
Like Isaiah Bradley going to the museum and like how he feels about like going to the museum and then seeing his like representation for it wasn't just him though. It was representation for a squad, right?
His squad, but he was the main guy. Like he was the hero. He had an entire section to him.
Okay, yeah. So like I want to see like how other people would think like how he should feel like when he came there. But I don't know. I thought it was lit. Like, and he brought his son out there too.
His grandson,
His
yeah.
grandson.
When his grandson asked like where are we going, that was so forced. That acting was terrible. I watched it like a few times. I'm like the kid did so well on everything else except for that scene. But when he went to the museum, like I'm not following you. When he went to the museum, for me, Isaiah seemed like he was super fine, loved it. Like he was touched, like he was honored. Like a part of him was given back to him. Like his history was taken away, and Sam gave it back. That's what I took from that. And like I know Isaiah is dead in the MCU eyes world.
Yeah.
Like the world's eye, but he can still remain dead by just visiting it. Like
Oh, like yeah, that's what I was
he
saying
just
too.
went.
Like,
He went as a regular civilian. Just
I guess no
visiting.
one would really know. Like,
No one
oh,
knows.
that's Isaiah Bradley.
No,
Like,
no, yeah, they don't know him. That's just a regular black old dude. For
that's
them.
okay. That's a good point.
That was how I took it, and like he was really moved because not only did Sam give his history, like the valuable history that he did back to him,
Yeah,
but he's shown it to the world.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess like I guess that's all he wanted. Like he hated the fact that he like remained dead and no one would know like what they were gonna do. I guess at the end of the day, he wanted to be recognized like a hero, just like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. So it was really good. Last part would be the mid credit scene.
Yeah, with
So
Sharon.
Sharon finally gets pardoned. Sam finally goes through with it after 2.5, 3.5 years.
But who knows if Sam even had anything to do with it?
No, he had to, cause like who knows? Why would Sharon even get pardoned? Who's there?
She's the power broke. She probably like finesse, cause technically
Then
she helped
done that a
save.
while ago.
She helped save the people.
But they don't know that, and she could have, if she's the power broker, they could have. It's Sam. Sam did it for them. Okay.
We'll give it to Sam.
But she ends up getting her. They're like, oh, you can get your old position back, which I doubt.
That would be one of the worst things you could offer me. Like imagine you get fired, disrespected, and everything like at a regular job, and then they're like, oh, like the one lady that people were robbing her, and then after she called the police, and then her job fired her because of like bad press, and then they're like, you know what, like we're sorry for like ridiculing you, like you can come back and work at your old job. I'd be like, nah, that's not how this works. But she was playing it to her favor, but like I felt like that. I guess I'm anti like the government in this situation, but I felt like that was so disrespectful to assume she wanted to be like an agent still.
It was in my eyes too, like give me a higher rank, higher pay, something.
Yeah.
But she ends up talking to somebody on the phone call at the end of that, and then she says, like, oh, you thought I needed super soldiers? I got all the government intel that I need to like sell or something like that. Like it's cool, like you're the power broker, you want your money, but like now it's becoming she's gonna be an evil person rather than just being like I guess drugs and mobs and stuff and stealing is like that's evil, but like that's not MCU evil.
Yeah.
That's real world evil. But now she's just doing that and extending it, and it seems like she's just about the money. So we're gonna have to like dive deeper into her later on in different movies. But one weird thing to me was her face seems different. Like it seems. Maybe it's just the actress, but her face seems like it's a little wider. I don't know.
I didn't notice that.
It was just weird to me. Okay, that was whatever. We'll skip that.
Maybe after she took off the mask, her face was a little bit wider.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know about her being the power.
There's one thing I want to add. So apparently the reason why this Flag Smasher story seems like mid is because the original story was supposed to be about like a pandemic, a global pandemic. Hear that, yeah. And then obviously like Marvel having to be like, or Disney having to be like PC and not get canceled, they decided they had to change the story about like the pandemic. So that's why the story of this Flag Smashers didn't make a lot of sense.
Because you would see so many stupid memes or like theories. Oh, Disney planned this.
Oh, 100%. I didn't think about that. 100%.
Stuff like that.
So they're like, yo, I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about like, oh, like people are going to be like, that's so insensitive.
Besides being vaccines being like regular and COVID being a virus, COVID-19, a virus in 2019, they would be like, oh, they had this coming. They knew about this. Wake up, open your eyes, third eye. Like,
no, booze. I didn't think about that, but like, that's actually so true. But that kind of, now I'm more like accepting of the Flag Smashers.
I honestly, it's still like lame because I'm pretty sure WandaVision, they had to change little things up because of COVID. They weren't supposed to be the first show coming out. They were supposed to be like the second or third in line, but with COVID, everything got pushed back, like shooting times and stuff. So they were thrown to be the first Marvel thing we've seen in like a year or so, a year or plus. So like, I don't know. You guys getting paid millions to do something? Like I want it a little bit better. Moving on. I want you to rate the episode.
8.5.
8.5.
I thought it was better than every episode in the season, especially episode 3. I really liked the episode.
It was better than episode 3?
Yeah, the speech was really good. Like
Is episode 3 your favorite?
Yeah, but this one's like
the speech got you? Okay.
The speech made it like really good. The fight scene in the helicopter was a little bit mid. But I don't know. I like the episode. I don't know what to tell you. John Walker was likable this episode. Like, I like the episode. What would you rate it?
So IGN rated it a 5 out of 10. They're mediocre. I think that's a stretch. I'll give it like a 7.7, 7.9, something in that range.
So which one did you like more? This one or the one where Lamar passes away?
The one that Lamar passes away.
Really?
Yeah. This one, like, this was when you said fanfare for, I think it was episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this had more fanfare than it did story and context.
But it was I just liked it.
Bro, everything was so questionable. Like the Flag Smashers, terrible plan. For refugees led by some teenager, why does she even have a plan that's successful? What are you guys doing? Okay, whatever. COVID excuse. Let's move on. John Walker, evil, not evil? Can we get a better like character development or arc storyline somewhat? Whatever. Move on. Torres. We see him. We talked about this.
He's on his computer.
The overall Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like it was a letdown. Like I don't know. I definitely watch it. I won't watch it again. 100%. There's no shot of me watching this again. If there's a season 2, like that's one of my questions too. If season 2, would you want to watch a season 2? The answer is a no.
Nah.
It's a no. Yeah. This was terrible.
But that's not the finale.
Sharon, like this is you build this up since episode 3.
Yeah.
Episode 3 till now, I've waited 4 weeks to find out Sharon is a power broker. I could have guessed that. That was one of my first guess. Like she's the power broker.
But it kept you guessing.
It didn't. I don't know. It was terrible. Is this gonna lead to any other movies or anything
Captain America
like that?
4.
Yeah, but it doesn't like Captain America 4 is so far away, and it's like it doesn't tie anything to it. Why like they could have done a end credit scene where Mandarin is tied into it. They didn't do that. It was just the fight scenes. Why are the Flag Smashers able to dust? Why are they able to dust people that are trained to fight? I don't know.
That's just the season as a whole.
It is the season as a whole, but at the end too, like just the fighting scenes is weird. I don't know.
I liked it. I feel like it was good. I feel like could the season be better? 100%.
Why does he have wings?
So you feel like the finale didn't make the show better to you?
No, it made it worse. It made it worse.
If it wasn't for the finale, like I feel like the finale leveled up the average to say for me to be like, this was a good season.
Because it was literally fanfare. Because if you look at what you liked, I loved his speech like you liked his speech. I liked how Bucky was a hero. I liked these things. Those are fanfare things, right?
That's a good point.
There are more fanfare things than episode 4.
I like how John Walker was a hero.
John Walker, good guy now, cool. Story was terrible.
And now he's a U.S. agent.
The story was really bad.
The story was really bad.
Yeah, it was.
But I'm gonna blame it on COVID-19.
Yo, you're giving him a pass, but I'm fairly like not being a bias. Like I'm objectively just rating it. Those are my first thoughts when I'm watching something, and I didn't even how I watch things like on repeat like 10 seconds back. That was cool. I did that on a few occasions, but it was like whatever.
So what would you rate? Do you think this is like one of the worst things like Marvel could have like?
No. This is like, are you talking about all the shows?
All the Marvel, like.
No.
Well, like.
I didn't even watch all the
Agent Carter, like, not like Agent Carter, like.
So.
Not the TV shows before, like, they started watching.
Even non-canon stuff?
So just movies and, like, the MCU movies and WandaVision, I guess. MCU Vision. Because the shows before were just not garbage, but, like, they weren't well produced. Like, so it's unfair to compare them. So you got the MCU universe, WandaVision, and then this. Like, was this like
this is the worst? Yeah.
Worse, 100%. And was it like way below?
Because any other like the MCU movies, not only do you have to rewatch all of them, because in order to build a world, like if you're rewatching the universe, you have to watch them. This I could give less fucks about.
Yeah, this is the worst. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I agree with you.
It's whatever. If you're including non canon stuff like Daredevil or whatever, like I didn't even want to watch those things. So I'll just say
that better. Stuff like I skipped that.
But like, and I don't like. It was still good to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't regret watching it. I was definitely always gonna watch it.
But it just wasn't up to par for your expectations.
Like they could have done better, in my opinion.
100%.
Especially if you're spending that much money on it. Like you could have built a better story. And what I don't get is I'll be talking to anybody that says it's better than WandaVision. There's no chance it is. You're allowed to have your opinion even if it's wrong, but it's wrong at the end of the day. I don't know. That's how I felt, man. It was just I was so surprised when somebody like one of our friends said it was a 9 out of 10. He loved it.
Oh yeah. That's what he told me too.
He loved it. He's like I don't know what the reasons were, but he loved it. All I could tell him was true. Okay.
But 9 out of 10 on the episode.
On the episode, yeah, he was bugging.
That's not a far off comparison. That's only 0.5 from what we rated it.
But you rated it. That's super far.
That's only a 0.5. Jokes. Honestly, like I guess, like I can understand why you didn't like the season finale, but I feel like you're putting a lot of like the total season like weakness on the season finale.
Because the season out, like this is what like a lot of stories are meant to like
accumulate or
unwrap at the climax.
Okay, yeah.
So this is the climax, and even at the end of the climax, they'll be saying something. So everything was building towards this episode.
Yeah.
And like it was just so lame in a sense. You could see like when Carly and Sharon are talking, I know exactly what's gonna happen. She's the power broker, whatever, blah blah blah, talking. Somebody's dying. It's easy. You're the power broker.
Who's dying?
Before she said you're the power broker, I said she's the power broker. You can mouth off the exact things that these guys are talking.
I was like, I just didn't want her to be the power broker, so I was like,
you just let it slip. You didn't think.
So then when she said the power broker, I was still thinking. I was like, what if she's wrong?
That's how much honestly, I think Anthony Mackie and Sebastian, I don't know his last name. They saved the series. They saved this series. If they weren't good actors, this would be terrible. Isaiah Bradley, that story arc was really good.
To be honest, you're right.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm trying to think of like arguments for it, but I can't.
It's tough because like I'll look at it from an unbiased perspective, because like when I liked episode 4 and you said it's fanfare, I said okay, you know what, you're right, it is fanfare, because that's like especially with Wakanda and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we've missed the MCU so much, the blip, passing of Chadwick Boseman, like you just want to see something, so it is fanfare. And if episode 3 is better in terms of story, yeah, I think you are right. But this I can't budge on.
Yo, I think when we finally get like, Loki comes out first. I think Loki will be good. When we finally get the Black Widow, I think the Black Widow will be more representative of what this is supposed to be like. Because I think exactly, Loki is supposed to be a different genre of TV show. Like they're all Marvel but different genre. But I think the Black Widow is also supposed to be like an action show. So I think that'll be like more sick. But
yeah. What about Sam? Do you think he deserves to be like Captain America? I think we both agree.
I think the show, like they gave you no choice but to think that he's supposed to be Captain America.
Do you have an issue with it though? Like
no, like none at all. Like they explained it every which way you've seen him. Like towards the end of the season finale, like that last speech, like cleared any doubts of me. Like, oh, should he be Captain America? So I'm like, yeah, like he deserves to be Captain America.
Yeah. All right, so we'll have last few points just to wrap this up. But I agree with you. He is like deserves to be Captain America. We both like John Walker after his story arc in this one. So yeah, he's cool in our eyes. What does this mean for the future of the films or the future of the characters? Like, where do we see them? Not like you say Captain America 4. Don't know when that is going to be, but do we see them in any other MCU things?
No, I don't think so.
My only other idea would
maybe
be
Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter's the only one I can think of. Sharon
Carter should be in Shang-Chi in some facet, right? That's why like they could have tied it in, but they didn't want to. Shang-Chi, Mandrapore, where is Mandrapore?
Mandrapore it's supposed to be Madrid and another country mixed together. It's Madrid and Singapore mixed together.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's fake. So I guess it's somewhere in like.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Madrid, like Spain. Madrid.
No. I think it'll be in Eastern Europe, but like that's what the countries. That's why. That's what they came up with the name.
No, it's Asian. No, Singapore.
It's Asian. Singapore's Asian, but Madrid is.
Okay, so
they mix the cities together.
So Madripoor sounds like it's Asian.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but that's where like Shang-Chi would come in and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So yeah. I think that's where we could see things. Beyond that, I don't know where Torres falls. Maybe he's gonna be meeting up with. We
might never see Torres again. They didn't even want to put him in this show.
Yeah, he should get more love. I don't know like how good the actor is. Maybe he could use some acting lessons, but
he seems good. I liked him. I liked him overall. But I hope maybe Miss Marvel. The Islamic. I don't know why I said it like that. The Muslim teenager who. Oh yeah.
Who has like the stretching ability. So maybe in that show, I don't know. She's supposed to get her own show, right?
I think so. Someone's talking, but I haven't seen anything. I haven't read anything on it.
Yeah, I think I already asked this. You wouldn't want to see season 2, right?
Nah, focus on something else. I feel like just keep it in the movie. Like you did your job. Your job was to just let us know that Sam is Captain America now. Now that we've seen the season finale, that was the whole point of the whole season. So I feel like that's it.
Yeah. I don't know. If you guys like agree with what he said, just let him know in the comments, or if you agree with what I said or my
Or
take
what
on
you
the
rate
episode.
the show out
Yeah,
of
rate the show for
out of
us, because we
10.
got to know what everybody thinks, because we're definitely off on this mark. But that pretty much wraps up this episode. Again, thanks for the support. Leave your comments and your suggestion on our YouTube page.
Don't forget to like as well.
Exactly. The next week's episode is going to be our first anime type. So we're going to be reviewing like full seasons. I think this is going to be more content. We might have more fun doing this. I know I will. And we might like dive into different shows. So if you have suggestions, just give us that. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for supporting.
Easy, guys.